second trading week of the new year, and this is also the second week of volatility in the market. And of course, guys, I want to give you guys a game plan for 2024 trading US30. And let's start on that monthly time frame. So a lot has happened. A lot has happened, and if your goal is to be intentional this year, meaning know what you want, know how much you want to make, and gain massive success in the market, you guys have to implement that higher time frame. So what has happened here is that we created a new high. We took out last year's high. This was actually January 2022. So we took out last year's high, which is major. And what I want to do with you guys is identify some areas. Where is the market drawn to based off of liquidity? What is liquidity? Well, liquidity is imbalance. Liquidity is previous highs and previous lows. So right here, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to mark up this chart based off of all of this imbalance. So I'm going to make this an area of interest for me. I'm going to make that green. That can also be called an order block as well. And I'm going to outline my imbalance, which I'm going to go ahead and make that yellow. So here's my imbalance. There's a lot of imbalance on this monthly time frame. At the moment, guys, US30 is bullish. And US30 has created a new high, which is a higher high. So what do we expect after a higher high, guys? Let's think about structure. After we create a higher high, guys, naturally we want to see a higher low, right? So we don't know if we're going to create a higher low or a lower low. But for now, guys, because we're bullish, because we created a new high, we broke structure, we took out the previous year's high, we want to see a higher low happen. So on that monthly time frame, we may experience bearishness, but we should know where we want to take the market down to, where we're expecting it to go bullish again, right? After that higher low, guys, we want to see a higher high happen thereafter, taking out this low. So that's something that we're expecting long term because this is the monthly time frame, right? So we're not going to expect that on the 5-minute time frame, but if we're trading US30 in the near future and we notice that there's bearishness, we're not going to be surprised. We're going to remember this higher time frame objective, correct? Cool. So let's take this information and head down to the weekly time frame here. What do we notice here on this weekly time frame? Now, of course, we can start to narrow down our areas of interest and things like that. Here's this break of structure here, right? Do we have something called a swing high and a swing low here on this weekly time frame? Because this is where I like to look for my premium and discount areas on the weekly time frame. Every time frame, the daily time frame is my golden time frame. That's where I like to get a bulk of information when I'm taking my trades for the day or for the week. But that weekly time frame is where I like to look for the swing high, right? And the reason why I'm looking at this area as a swing high is because I'm noticing some rejection here. Our job is to pay close attention to what the market is showing us. So are we seeing this area of rejection? Now, this looks like it's really small on this weekly time frame, but I'll show you guys what that looks like on the smaller time frame. So I'm noticing some rejection, and from that rejection, I'm thinking that this is swing high for me, and this is going to be my swing low. Now, why is this area a swing low? This is the last push down before we started to go up. So from this swing high and this swing low, I now am able to create a premium area and a discount area. So guys, we like to sell in premium and we like to buy in discount, right? Essentially we're buying for cheaper. We're selling when it's expensive, which is how supply and demand works. And I'm just going to label it here for you guys, premium and discount. And I'm going to move over my OB / area of interest. I'll leave that color. So what I'm noticing is that we also have a break of structure here. There's a break of structure, but I'm at least looking for price to come down into discount. Now, I can't say it's going to come all the way down in here. It's likely, right, based off of the previous price action, higher high, higher low. higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. This will make perfect sense. This will get us back into discount, and this will be a really cheap buy for us to take back into premium. I'm loving the way that this setup is looking at the moment, guys. So as long as price comes back down, we can't say it's going to go there back this far either, but as long as price comes back down into discount, we're great. So what type of opportunities am I looking for as I go down to the daily time frame? Well, guys, I'm looking for selling opportunities. It may be for the next week or two, it may be for the duration of January, but I know that I'm in premium, so I'm not really looking for buying opportunities. I'm instead looking for selling opportunities, at least back down into this discounting area, which is that 50% of the swing high and the swing low. So here's that area that I showed you on that weekly time frame. As I stated, it didn't look like much was happening on the weekly time frame, but if you see here on this daily time frame, there's a lot of rejection from this area, which is letting me know that this is a really strong supply for US30 here. Right. And that's perfect because this aligns with my idea to look for selling opportunities. By the way, I did sell today. So let's open this up because I love to look at those daily candles. As I stated, the daily time frame is my golden zone. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the previous day's high right here, and I'm going to mark the previous day's low. I want to show you guys what that price action looks like on the smaller time frame. So here's the previous day's high, here's the previous day's low. Here's the area that we expected to have rejection from. So no one should have been looking for buying opportunities once we took out the previous day's high. I'm going to show you what that looks like on the smaller time frame. So let's head over to the 4-hour. Perfect, right? Looks like price climbed up. I did participate in this buy, even though we were in premium. We took out this high here. Looks like it came, stopped around here, which was another area that was rejected, right? And then it looks like it came down into here and took out these lows here. And it looks like price kind of shot back up here, right? So let's head down to the 1-hour time frame. Let's see what that looks like. So pretty much the day before, we got accumulation back higher into premium. From that area of accumulation, right? Looks like we took up the previous day's high here. And then it looks like we came and we took out the previous day's low. Very interesting, right? How this happened, right? So we accumulated, today we came into the new day. We started to sell down. Price came back up and did a buy side liquidity sweep, taking out these highs here. Just because they don't look like much is going on here, guys, these are definitely previous highs, right? Which is also known as buy side liquidity. So we took out buy side liquidity here, which you can see with these 2 wicks here. Also, guys, this candle broke this low, which broke structure. The candle right before it could have been seen as an area of interest or a bearish OB, an opportunity to take the market down from there, right? Very perfect. So we kind of killed 2 birds with 1 stone. We took out, 3 birds. We took out buy side liquidity. We took out the previous day's high, but then we also came into a bearish OB, which was a really nice entry that I did participate in. The objective for the take profit was this low here, right? Sometimes you can't be too greedy, may not make it before we start to retrace, but this low was a really nice opportunity here. So after taking out this low, looks like price started to make its way back up. And once again, guys, we want to identify the swing high and the swing low of this area because we want to be able to identify when price is going back into premium in the event that we're selling, which is what the case is right at this moment. So here's my 1-hour premium and here's my 1-hour discount. So as you can see, US30 has not made its way back into premium just yet. And that is where we'd more than likely want to sell. So as you can see, we can do the premium and discount from the higher time frame, and we can also do it from the smaller time frame as well. And this is just for the purpose of looking for a new entry for US30. So let's head to the 15-minute time frame. The 15-minute time frame is really interesting, and I'm going to go ahead and make this lighter so that no one is confused about what's going on here. Now, my job, right, for my new entry is to look for an area of interest in the premium area, which I'm going to go ahead and target this candle here and extend it, because this is where I may be able to get my entry. It's a nice area. It's right above imbalance. It's in the premium area. The market is getting really close to it, and this is where I may want to sell. And if we can respect this area here, meaning that we're not going to go past it, my stop loss would be a little bit above here, maybe even I'd be a little bit generous with my stop loss due to this high here, because price may reject from this zone, but it also may come up and use this area as supply. So be very careful when you have an area like this. You can be generous with your stop loss, and as soon as you get into profit, guys, immediately move your stop loss down. So what I'm looking for is for price to respect this area or this area, and then I'm going to go target this low here. So guys, whatever time frame is your preference, whether that be the 15-minute or the 5-minute time frame, do your legwork on that higher time frame. Use your premium and discount areas for your precise entries, and always use the previous lows or the previous highs for your take profit. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, guys. I'm going to be coming with a lot more content in 2024.